Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline.
Here we go.
So Brooklyn will get the first possession. Outside ball. It's stolen by Wall. Garnett high post. Boy, that's a two-pointer. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
I know that shot looks like a bit of a line drive, but Timmy's pretty consistent from the free throw spot.
Right side ball. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to ball. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Stolen by Brand. Here's Wall.
With his athleticism, Wall can put defenders in a tough spot and always able to draw fouls.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so John Wall nails both of them.
A great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Duncan. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the break. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Duncan surveying the D. Holly with the rebound. Garnett in the post. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. Morrison pulls it in. And here's Brooklyn. At the elbow, it's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Morrison. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Robinson down low. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Garnett. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Roy. The kick out to Wall. Stolen by Ball. Morrison gets the bucket. Morrison's got 5 now.
And the passing ball displays night in and out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Here's Garnett.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Brooklyn making some changes. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And I think when Cade keeps it simple like that, good things happen.
outside. Wall. Right side Robinson. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Robinson's got his second basket of the game. Cunningham for three. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on David Robinson.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Brand outside. All with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Here's Robinson. Pass to Brand. Robinson with it. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any layup. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Brooklyn leads by only 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And that foul is called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul. Play with it. Picked up by Davis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Garnett. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Garnett's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Raleigh. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Morrison. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Morrison's got 8 points.
Just smart decisions as Cunningham did a great job of setting his guy up.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the 2 areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
Nice move. And Robinson with the layup. 8 points for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Wall, no up.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Roy. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great finish.
Malone in the high post. Here's Thompson. Back to McGrady. Mr. Williamson. 13 feet away. And here's Malone outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's LeBron.
You should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind.
Hey, yeah, first game.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. To the middle. Here's Barnett.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Wallace with the ball. Hit that by Malone. Pass to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Wallace. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
Man, Roy can fly.
Down low. Gasol. And oh, the block shot crabs it out of the air. Roy gets the bucket. Roy's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And they're running on up the court. Malone can't hit. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
Now here's Payton. An absolute bomb from three-point range. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Wall looking it over. Malone with the screen. And Wall. Here we go now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really, on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
And both free throws good for Malone.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Payton from outside. Holly with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And it's good for 2.
Sometimes Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
Payton with the ball. Wallace right side.
and slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Roy. Got that bucket. Roy's got 6.
And that pick takes the beat totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from there.
Now here's Peyton from the arc. And Brandon Roy with the 3.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
Here's Malone. It's taken away by Wallace. Wallace slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Wall. Garnett the screen. No good from Roy.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Pass to Peyton. Back to Roy. It's stolen by Wall. Roy with the dunk.
And just show it off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on the show.
And here's Wall. Fires for 3. That one misses. Here's Peyton. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. 5 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Detroit leads by just 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Nice play call by Peyton. He sees the defensive layout and knows the pick and roll will open things up.
And Peyton sends it back. As it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here. Screen by Brand. Roy from outside. Gerald Wallace grabs the miss. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Bounce pass, Davis. To the paint. Back to Gasol. 5 on the clock. Rebound Roy.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He's trying to go all out at the rim, and they stifle him.
Launches the 3. Holly with the rebound. And Roy with a clear path to the hoop. And it's sent back by Wallace. As it goes out of bounds, Raleigh able to keep the ball here. Some changes for Raleigh. Here's Brunson. From downtown, Gasol pulls it in. Detroit leading by 5. Peyton looking it over. Detroit, no good that time either. And they're on the break. Fast in transition. Brunson gets it in there.
How about the hops from Brunson, scaring the rim a little bit there.
Here's Raleigh now. Williamson, the screen. And Brunson, here we go.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
His dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Now here's Roy. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Pass to Gasol. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wallace. Payton outside. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Gasol's in the post. He gets that one. Gasol's got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Roy misses. Here's Raleigh now. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Roy with the block. And it is wide open. He shoots. Outside, Payton. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol. Payton's got 7 points here in this quarter. Thompson outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Robinson, that's good.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, he trails by 4.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
For Raleigh, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Detroit making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. All taking his time here. Sinks the three-pointer. Wall's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Roy. In time. What a performance from Gary Payton. He has been the story for Detroit. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Detroit leading by 5. Reeves outside. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Holly with the rebound. And here we go. Knocks it loose. Going that outside. Holly moving the ball around. Lets it go with the 3. Kaminsky with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. 4-on-3 break. Here's Wallace. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. He trails by 5. Pushing it out. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Kaminsky. Reeves in the corner. Fires from the wing. Detroit, no good that time either.
And that's when he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
Crafty move. goes careening off the glass. For the time, that one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
Now here's Wall. Wall with the steal. Here's Barnett. Here's Malone. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Malone's got the lead up to 2 now for Raleigh.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Kaminsky with the screen. To the inside. On the run. Misses at the rim. 1:43 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Roy. Garnett, the screen. Now Roy. He's got 13. Pocket 6. And it's Garnett at the elbow. And it's Roy with another.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett's so good with the ball in his hand.
And here's Wall outside. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Raleigh leading by 4. Now Malone. Collins with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And it's Wall with the ball for Raleigh. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Got a hand on it. And they're able to recover. KG, that's good. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Wall. Gets it out to Collins. All with it. He's picked up by Roy. 5 to shoot. Hit with the block.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Can't connect from short range. Pass to Kaminsky. Slam right at the buzzer.
And how about the use of that final possession? Perfect.
We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Raleigh on top. They're up by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brunson. Brunson barreling in. Leading with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Raleigh. Outside Roy to tie it up. Drills the 3-pointer. Boys got the game tied up here for Detroit.
And that kick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And he makes the first.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Davis, that's for 2. Raleigh with the rebound.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And it's Detroit's ball to take the lead. Another 3 for Detroit. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see it all the way down.
Pass to Roy. Takes a 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Troy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it a shooting foul. It's on Jalen Brunson.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Only trails by 3. And finished off by Williamson.
Oh, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the club.
Pass to Davis. For the 3. Holly with the rebound. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great.
Outside for Roy. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol.
A great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
Pass to Gasol. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Leading with the ball. Let's have a deep 3. No, they get it back. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them defensively.
And they have found to kill.
And use it on the ground.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now they're making a switch here. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Malone looking around. It falls! What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
That is a tough shot.
Outside, Payton. Here's Davis. Out to Payton. Shot clock at 6. Inside. There's Kaminsky. It's good!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Back to Davis. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now it's an 8-point Detroit lead. And so it's Detroit with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. Raleigh with possession here. Wall looking over the floor. Pass to Malone. Back to Wall. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Duncan, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Brand. Over Wembanyama. Count it.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Reeves. Banked it in off the glass.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Wall with it. There's the screen. Missed inside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The drive by Reeves. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Over to the left wing. Here's Roy. He clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the tip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Duncan. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Garnett. They need this. Drops in the three.
Well, what a delivery. The catch and shoot for Garnett. Perfect.
Outside Reeves. Wembanyama up top. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. To the left wing. Oh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. Here's Irving. Blocked. Ball with it. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And stolen by Reeves. And here comes the break. He goes up. And he lays it in on the break. Reeves has got 6 points.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Raleigh with possession here. 7-point differential. Pass to Wall. Out to the wing. 1 second left. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and it's rejected. Inside, Garnett softly drops in the floater. Garnett's got his second basket of the game.
Well, the prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
Outside, Hill. For three, Allen fires in the triple.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Malone. The 15-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Malone's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what. Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Pass to Malone. From the arc. Knocks down the triple. Malone's got 5 now. Guard it.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And the visitors call time here. Just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul. Wall looking over the floor. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, ripped away. Fast break. Here we go. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Jokic on the drive. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy job.
It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
We love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
They get it back. Abdul-Jabbar. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Roy. Let's go with a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Allen outside. It's hauled in by Garnett. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Deflected by Wall.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Malone. Down low. Here's Garnett. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
For three, Allen. The rebound by Raleigh. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Left side Wall. Pass to Garnett. 5 to shoot. Here's Malone. All sorts of time. And once again, off the mark by Raleigh. Allen outside. The three is up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now Wall, still without a bucket. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson with a steal. And here's the fast break. McGrady shot is off. Right side Wall. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Can't connect from short range. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Back to Brunson. Screen by Robinson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, boys.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Here's Robinson, and it's good for 2.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And the visitors call time here. Here's Roy. Pass to Duncan. Here he goes. Over Williamson. A nice shot by Duncan.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Screen by Robinson. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Here's Wall. He's scoreless. Here's the pick. Driving to the basket. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
To the inside. And they're on the break. Roy's shot is good. Roy's got 5.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe in.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Stolen by Wall. A minute 35 left in the third quarter. Wembanyama screen. Good chance here for Irving. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Right side Wall. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Wall's gotten his second bucket.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Here's Reeves. It's good from about 19 feet. And Raleigh with possession here. Trailing by 2. And he dumps it down.
Once
He has 7.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Wembanyama. It's deflected. And here they come. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
To the paint. And they're running. The ball's knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Now here's Wall. They set the pick. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That one misses for Wall. In transition. Allen outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Raleigh leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Raleigh leading by 6. To Thompson. Pass to Robinson. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Hill with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Here's Jokic. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Allen outside. Knocks down the long J.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And Raleigh with possession here. 3-point lead. There's a screen. Pass to Malone. Up top Wall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Garnett. Over Jokic. And once again, off the mark by Raleigh. Outside, Hill. To the middle. Abdul-Jabbar. The rebound by Malone. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Great D that time from Jokic. Outside, Hill. And he drives in. The teardrop. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
And this is how powerful Jokic is. Able to still score despite the contact. Timeout. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And the visitors call time here. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. They said in the huddle, this is it, no excuses, let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Good job there, Allie, thanks. And there's a pick. Wall on the attack. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Over to the wing. Here's Roy. He can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. to roll. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the inside.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Pass to Roy. Here's Bryant. Another shot. He connects.
And I'll show him again why he's a champion, rising to the challenge.
Here's Reeves outside. Money. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Roy. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. He hits the first one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
What a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And the visitors call time here. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And no doubt, they've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Here's Roy. 3 from the inbound. Timeout, timeout. And it's in. And that one brings them within 1. Timeout called. Raleigh. As soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure. And every point here means a lot.
Here's Roy. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. So it's Raleigh picking up the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it. And so
woofer, cause I pump on or off the track. I'm heavy, cuz to the petty love. Sorry, my love, but I'm seeing through these eyes. Benz convoys with the wagon on the side. Only big boys keep on a ride. Gucci Chuck Taylor with the dragon on the side. Man, I make a buck, why scram? I'm trying to show y'all who the I am. The Jews is flirting me if I'm hurting. Legend in 2 games like I'm Pee-wee Kirkland. On the block with consistent hits. While Pharrell keep talking this music. Patty cake, I'm the baker's man. I bake them cakes as fast as I can. And you can tell by how my bread stack up. Then this rap so the back up. Watch it, like my whip, like my chick. Doing a $1.6 with me in the cockpit. Grinding, cousin, I got 4 dozen. Even 11.5, if I see you, keep it coming in my... That's just as heavy as my name. So much dough, I can't swear I won't change. Excuse me if my wealth got me full of myself. Cocky, something that I just can't help. Especially when them 20s are spinning like windmills. And the ice 32 below minus the wind chill. Filthy, the world.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And tonight, we've got Virginia Beach playing against Raleigh. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Roy. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. That's the wall. Back to Roy. Front pass the arc. Connects from 3-point range.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
And here's Roy. No good off the front iron.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Back the wall. And Rip Hamilton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Malone, left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Roy from outside. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
One by Roy. Malone at the elbow. No one near him. And Jokic with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for Virginia Beach. It's a 5-point game. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Raleigh shooting their first free throw of the game.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
Malone with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. Virginia Beach making a switch here. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. Garnett grabs the board. Raleigh moving the ball around. No one near Wall as he lets it go. And again, no good by Raleigh. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
And here's Wall outside. Rebound Roy. Brand outside. Outside, Malone. Takes the three. Virginia Beach pulls it in. If you're just tuning in, we play about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Reeves. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can run.
And it's good. 2 points. Roy's got 6.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Sometimes guys come in with a great mindset trying to push the action until somebody stops him. Nobody there to do it that time.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure will want him taking that kind of shot.
Pass to Wall. Outside Roy. And stolen by Hamilton. Here's Wall. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Raleigh. Chipped away. It's stolen by Wall. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Three-pointer. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there. One of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Raleigh shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And here's KD for 3. And so it's Raleigh heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not easy fella holding track.
And stolen by James. Here's Reeves. Roy with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. Here's Iverson. Roy gets the rebound.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
To the inside. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Raleigh shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
For 3, Roy.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Inside Roy. Screen by Malone. Trying to win Malone. Outside for Roy. Pocket 4. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Roy's got the lead up to 10 now for Raleigh. Sabonis. Good on the triple. Sabonis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the free throw.
Both teams looking for winner-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that. especially when the results are made buckets.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
Roy gets the bucket.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat than that.
Here's Roy. Lays it up off the glass. Roy's got 11 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Virginia Beach trails by 9. .158 left to play here in the half. Outside Roy. Roy with the block. Virginia Beach working the ball around. Outside Wall. Fires for 3. Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
The shot by Sabonis, nobody around. From outside, off the mark. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wall. Down low. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And Reeves drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
Man, Roy can fly.
For the 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself to whiffing a bit on that one.
And out of bounds, Raleigh will have it. Raleigh leading by 9. Kicks it out to Williamson. Off target from three-point range. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Outside, Wall. A fadeaway. Robinson pulls it in. Raleigh shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Here's McGrady. And again, no good by Raleigh. Outside Wall. The tray. That one, no good. And so is Raleigh going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Virginia Beach trails by 10. For an update on Moses Malone's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Raleigh. The guy's unfortunately he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. Unfortunately, they ruled him out for tonight and likely for the foreseeable future. Kevin?
Information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing. They creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brunson. That one's not going to go. Iverson with some nice D. Covington in the corner. Reeves in the corner. But Green, Holly with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to McGrady. Back to Roy. Jokic with the steal. Here's Davis. Over to the wing. Shoots a fader. And it's Jokic missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Right, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Brunson just knows how to manufacture points. Right now being assertive.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
There's a screen by Robinson. Lots of room. And it falls over the rim and in. And it's a 12-point Raleigh lead.
He's a terrific two-guard. Roy with tremendous court vision.
And here's Reeves outside. Drills it from outside. Reeves has got 5 points so far.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Inside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket. And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Raleigh leading by 8. Kicks it out to Williamson. Moving the ball around. Roy, that's a 2-pointer. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And here's Reeves outside. Here's Jokic. Here's Jokic being aggressive inside.
And Jokic long enough to get to that ball and control it.
Williamson outside. Outside Roy. It's stolen by Davis. For Virginia Beach, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Virginia Beach trails by 5.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Reeves. Back to Iverson. Reeves with it. 5 on the clock. Over Roy. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Driving to the basket. And then Roy with the jam.
All night, they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And so is Raleigh heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. They lead by 7. Sabonis grabs the board. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Hamilton with it. Robinson picks him up.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time. So impressive.
Raleigh calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. So both teams changing it up here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Raleigh's coach going over the plan during the break. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Man, how about that? By KG, charging inside and finishing with authority.
From deep, Wall. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot.
And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Raleigh leading by 9. Brunson outside to the paint. Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
On deep, Brunson. Out to the wing. Outside, Wall. Second chance shot. Sabonis grabs the board. Virginia Beach trails by 8. And taken away by Roy. Some sour defense from Pippen.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
His competitiveness right now is why the teammates love it.
A basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And now the offensive approach has been going here so far throughout.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Man, that's a lesson for the team. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Top the basket. Wall got 4 points this quarter.
And that's 2 points. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it was almost automatic.
Jokic with the bucket.
It's pretty much not how they do defend the three-point line. Somebody's got a shot in that there.
Here's Roy. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Back to Ian Johnson.
A great score. Roy just waiting for his moment.
Well, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Brunson down the lane. A shot by Johnson. No one's around. A three-pointer off the mark. There's Jokic. Driving inside. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Outside Wall. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's an 11-point Raleigh lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And here's Brunson outside. And so it's Raleigh winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems.
He'll tweak and get the what your said. We drove the whole way in a demon. He'll pop out, won't think twice and make you Greek. Is you sure you wanna meet that? If I see ill intentions, we'll make sure you get the all these out in West, the whole being some rocket shit. The lies all on your faces, cause your eyes switch to black. With your baby, you now my apology. I might sorry, no enemies. You rap with me, then rap with me. But I'ma keep it real. She lost respect when you said follow. I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweaking this, let it go. And I heard that she wanna show, me who she be. I'm kinda with it, show me some more. Give a story wrote me. Tweak it up with me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pocket. Was in there, auntie was in there, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a like we in the getaway. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? Go to sleep in the street, gotta scream like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton. If I leave him in the wheel, shooting my shot like, ayy, hit the like, ayy, finger on the like, ayy, shooting my shot like, ayy, hit the like, ayy, I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed, like, ayy. I studied the target, I never gon' miss it. I call that precision, like, ayy, shooting my shot like, ayy, hit the ayy, finger on the like, baby, I'm loving the taste. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to. That makes sense. I'm going off like LA. I'm going off no fail say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a what computers are shooting. I go off a field, no hesitation. For my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm taking my time, I'm saving the day. I feel like I'm mutant. I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cuban. Cubans, my life is a highlight reel that keep on looping. You can't just tell me you gotta prove it. These stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they see the surface, I'm high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do. My shot like, ayy, hit the like, ayy, finger on the like, ayy, shooting my shot like, ayy, hit the like, ayy, spot like, ayy, I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed, like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision, like, ayy, shooting my shot like, ayy, hit the like, ayy, finger on the like. wanna get at me sideways. Wanna trip, we gon' better high rate. I'm still with the but not the same homie. I done lost the chain and watch some change on me. I walked through the rain and watched it rain on me. I took all the pain and left the blame on me. I ain't want the fame, I swear the fame chose me. Try to switch my lane, but it still came on me. Still the same on me. They can't wait for me to play. I do more for by the day. For my that laid away on. In love with my I must admit I got it better. Got it with the got it, let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit. I want my brother clothes. This we in the that's on my brother's soul. Crossing my brother, then know you crossing. They was for me wanna me. But they for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I miss the old streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I'll be the Kobe, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Wall up top. Kicks it out to Malone. The shot's good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Booker, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here is Raleigh now. Now here's Wall. Shoots the three. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, I mean from three. Wall looking relaxed out there. And one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Booker, no good. Now Roy. Garnett, the screen. Here's Brand. Fires to the hoop. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And it's Moses Malone with the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Booker fires from way outside. Again, the miss by Booker.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Malone can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for Chicago. It's a 5-point game. And that one's good. Duncan.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Wall. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Wall. Here we go now. And it's good for 2. Wall's got 5 points so far.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
They get it back. Malone with the block. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
Thomas with the block. Here's Wembanyama for three. No good there.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his third foul so far. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Wall. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D.
And so John Wall nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Booker with no one around. It's all evened up. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Wall looking for an opening. From past the arc. Chicago grabs a miss.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here's Duncan. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside Roy. He can't hit that time. Wiggins with some nice D. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Roy. And Victor Wembanyama gets the three.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Booker with it. He has 6. A three-pointer off the mark. It'll count. Doesn't go for it. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Chicago up 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Malone in the post. It's rebounded by Booker. Chicago leading by 6. There's the triple. Murray with the rebound. Here's Brand. Still scoreless. Banking off the glass.
And fantastic work from Brand. You see how polished and comfortable he is inside.
Inside. Booker fires from way outside. Again, the miss by Booker. And he trails by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right there, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Garnett, the screen. Here's Roy. Thomas with the block. On the wing, Booker. Duncan outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump hit, but couldn't knock it down. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. .151 left to play here in the second quarter. And Brand wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Chicago leading. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Down low. Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Surveying the floor. Top by Johnson.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Stolen by Brunson. And Brunson throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him. On the dunk by Brunson.
How about the hops from Brunson, scaring the rim a little bit there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Holmgren wide open. Test or test. And here is Holmgren. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer is right on target. Holmgren's got the game tied up here for Chicago. Now here is Abdul-Jabbar. Now Holmgren. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. Holmgren's got 5 now. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Chicago leads by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Johnson. And good that time. Johnson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Chicago. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Raleigh. Oh, that is not what you need to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. The Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Chicago. 3-point lead. Pass to Holmgren. Johnson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Johnson. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Johnson.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
After Shangoon. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just very sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Johnson up top. He's got 10. Smith outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They trails by 4. Back to Brunson. There's a screen by Robinson. There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. Here's Shingle. And probably another three.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the rim.
And it's Smith, top of the key. Pass to Holmgren. Good from outside. Shingle inside. That shot missing. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Johnson.
That's just more for Magic, and for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And it's a great finish. Oh, my.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. To the paint, Artest. The rebound by Garnett. Only trails by 4. Thompson way outside. Rebound by Ron Artest.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Thompson from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Thompson's got a pair of threes now here in the third to Riley. Magic Johnson. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Roy. Driving to the basket. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Chicago.
Well, the shot block, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
So that they'll continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Wall. The teardrop falls in. And Raleigh leads by 3.
And big scoring night for Wall. And for him, it's about the rhythm. When he's locked in, that gives him the confidence to keep firing.
For 3. Tries again. Duncan outside. Fires for 3. They get it back. They just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Outside, Wall. three off the mark. Chicago trails by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Malone. They'll bring it up for Raleigh. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put them over the limit.
Outside Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
With his athleticism, Wall can put defenders in a tough spot and always able to draw foul.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Pass to Booker. Here's Wembanyama. A 3-ball. Garnett with the block. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Booker looking around. And again, Chicago. No good.
Yeah.
Watching you is making me vomit. I'm dominant, juggling how many flows. Please don't compare me to none of these. I touch it and turn into dominant gold. All of the time that I spend in myself is in silence. I'm ducking and dodging these. Slide on you. You thought that I ran out of. That's when it's time to making them. Got nothing to prove the way that I'm killing the mic. Couldn't imagine this happening back when my mama was making the stew with the rice. Enrolled in college for only like half a semester. I knew that it wouldn't suffice. Said that I'd either be or in jail, but my destiny couldn't have proven them right. I had to get it in motion. Let's 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 get it in motion.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge.
Here we go.
It'll be Indianapolis off the tip. Here's Booker. By Booker.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dunk there by the young guard.
Wall looking for an opening. Oh, good with the triple. Indianapolis with the ball. Irving can't get it to go. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Garnett outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Garnett has that kind of range. He can make that shot from out there when given space. I like the fact that he's expanding his game.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And that's collected by Malone.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Booker with no one around drains the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, Booker makes the smart move right here, using a pick to get himself some space.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Three-pointer. His second miss, now 2 of 4 in the game. For three, Roy. As Indianapolis with the rebound. Pulls up from the corner. Again, the miss by Booker. Here's Raleigh now. And they double up Roy. And Brand wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Roy making the play.
Nice job that time by Brandon. Knock it down off the catch and shoot. No dribble needed.
And here's Booker. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Back to Irving. The 3. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Irving with it. Now Garnett defending. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Brand. Good. Nice job down low. He has 5.
Brand showing you he can get up and down the court as a big man, operating and executing in transition.
Duncan up on top. From outside the arc. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Wall. Unable to get that one. Good D by Booker. Irving attacking. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Garnett.
Hey, folks, sit back and enjoy the show. The doctor is an amazing in-game dunker.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Malone. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. Outside Irving. Outside George. Screen by Duncan. Shoots. And there's another one for Indianapolis.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's Indianapolis leading by just 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Indianapolis's performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
And it's Wall with the ball for Raleigh. Trailing by 2. Takes a 3. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Indianapolis with the ball. Outside Ball. Embiid in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Olajuwon, good.
Hey, it takes more than contact to stop Olajuwon inside. He stays strong through contact and gets the finish.
Picks it out to Malone. Here's Garnett. Good D by Embiid. Indianapolis leading by 4. And here's Leonard from 3. Doesn't go, and he's overrun from the field. Down low. Brand outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Because Brand is so strong, you got to be physical with him, otherwise he'll go right through you, and as a result, the defenders often foul him.
And so he hits both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Tatum wide open and fires one. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Tatum's got the lead up to 5 now for Indianapolis. Got a piece of it. Last break. Here comes Indianapolis. And Ball slams it in.